All right, so we start off with the cover story, cover art, I should say. Dang, it's pretty sick. Cyborg Frankie's just kind of giving a ride to all those straw hats. Not bad, not bad. All right, moving on. One Piece chapter 1134, The Owl Library. Old man Saul, a long time ago, he did a great favor to one of our youngins. Thank you kindly. Begging your pardon? Where and how did you learn that? Well met, good sir. This is Luffy. Dead Ishishi. Wait, what that interesting. Anyway, Dead Ishishi. Yeah, I know about Luffy. He's famous. So you found him after all. Huh, Robin? That's what I'm saying, dude. So you found him after all, huh, Robin? I did. Just as he said, I found them all. I found the true friends who will stand up to protect me. And dude, the turning point was freaking Ennie's lobby. I want to live. Woo! I like that scene better in English. You can say whatever you want, but the English voice actor, I forget her name. My bad on that. But that scene in English hits. We'll protect you for life. I mean, of course. Listen, all you friends of Robin, thank you for coming all this way to Elbaf. Sorry about the surprise and all. I rehearsed it over and over with my assistant, Angie. That's crazy. Years ago. Oh, no one. Oh, dude, hold up. I get it. Now I get it. That was how Robin and Saul met in the beginning when she was a child. Saul just washed up on the beach. Deja vu. I've just been, why didn't I connect the dots? I get it. Wow, dude, that's great. Years ago, I was in the Navy, so I know what a big deal the four emperors are. Anyway, moving on. Thank you so much for keeping Robin safe. All I can say is keep it up. Hey, you bet we will. Hey, Saul, it's me. You? Who's you? How are you flying? I'm Vegapunk, huh? Is this what you wanted? Ah, yes, perfect. Oh, allow me. Vegapunk's requested that we bring this all the way from Egghead. What's inside? This? Me. A Vegapunk clone? A perfect recreation, not like we satellites. This was the me who came here 20 years ago. Dang. Don't you think the government would have been suspicious if the Stella had left his lab for months at a time? Anyway, I snuck him out in a vat of biofluid, but I don't have the facility to safely extract him. That's crazy. That's why I intend to settle down here and build a new laboratory. Lilith, does that mean you'll be able to make my daddy all better? Of course, Bonnie. Yay. If you're really Vegapunk, then I'm delighted to see you again after 20 long years, but I can't wrap my head around it. Why are you a woman? Oh, who cares? I can explain later. Mr. Saul, are you done now? Can we go play? Oh yeah, sorry about that. Thanks for your help, kids. Normally this spring is a playground for the children, so we had to ask them to stay quiet for Mr. Saul's little one-man act. You did all of that and she saw right through it. Forgive the late introduction. I'm Mr. Saul's assistant, Angie. Owl librarian, Saul's assistant, Angie. Okay. Interesting style. Okay. All right. Sorry to talk down to you like this. We run the best library in school in Elbaf here. I can show you around if you'd like. Whoa, this place looks fun. You're already gone? This is where the warriors of Elbaf get their elite training. That's the Walrus School, where the children of Elbaf learn. Saul founded it 20 years ago at the behest of the former king. Wow, that looks so neat. So it's basically a warrior training ground? Uh-huh. Woo. So long, Angie and Gerd. Show them wherever they want to go. I'm going to give Robin a tour of the library. Let's go, Chopper. I'm more curious about the library. Are all the books huge too? I haven't been in a school in ages, and I'll protect you, Nami. I'm curious about this island's giant tree. It's huge. Pipsqueak humans, catch him and take him prisoner. Dahahaha. It's a land of giants. Should I slash him? Don't even think about it. Yeah, I guess kids are meant to be brats. Stop that. Don't chase the humans around. Sorry. And don't say Pipsqueak. They're such wimps. Are these brats really from the village of warriors? Hey, you're not supposed to call us brats. Wait, is this Wait, this is weirding me out. Listen, you can call us pipsqueak humans, it's fine. And you guys are going to go out to sea one day and fight ruffians, aren't you? No, we're not. That's dangerous. Aren't you guys the next generation of Elbaf warriors? Don't call us guys. It's not in anymore. Whose voice was that? Was it an adult? What do you mean? It's not in anymore? You should probably move. You're going to get yelled at. You're standing on top of Miss Ripley. Oh wow, dude. Dang. That should have been me, not him. It's not fair. Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. That dude, I wish we're on top of a giant. Sorry. Haha, you're fine. Yeah, it's fine. You're not heavy. Is this shocking to you? When the warriors of Elbaf were ransacking the world, that was 100 years ago. Walrus School biology teacher Ripley. Insulting violence, pillaging, war? That's just not the world we live in anymore. Dang, dude. Look at this scene. Look at that angle. All right. It kind of reminds me of when Leo, back in Dressrosa, when Leo was on top of Robin like that. Anyway, moving on. Welcome. I heard about you from Saul. You must be the Straw Hat crew. Oh, there they are. Sorry, our brats are so damn annoying. Hey, your tone of voice. Miss Ripley, that's me. I teach by negative example. The great King Harold once said, don't fight other countries, trade with them. He got into many arguments with the village chiefs and their traditions. King Harold? He was the great king who tried to reform this country and was killed by his own son before his dreams could be realized. But the country refused to give his son the throne, and so Elbaf has no king now. Ripley has her sick design, dude. I might draw her. Okay, history lesson over. Go and show them around the world. Around the school, kids. Yes, Miss Ripley. Go on now. Why aren't you in your white-haired form, Captain? I was looking forward to that. Oh, that's my free form. There's a warrior who looks like that in Elbaf mythology. All right, we're getting into the sun god Nika type of lore. Joy Boy? Let's see. Oh yeah? It made my heart race. We're the last generation of warriors here. Oh, so you've already heard most of the story. Basically, I fled for my life and managed to get here to Elbaf. But I couldn't help but worry about the books. Those scholars gave their lives to protect. So I asked Hydroden's crew to take me back to Ohara. When I found all those tiny books clinging to life, I wept. Come on in, Robin, but watch out for that book. Oh, what the? Dead ishishishi. Ain't it something? All those books are now giant-sized. Every book you bring in here turns huge. This is the wondrous Owl Library. In here, you'll find all the texts that Ohara protected 22 years ago. We searched all over the islands to find every last one. You can check. They're all here. Ooh. This is the world's best library. You like books? I can't believe I finally get to show this to you. Hey, this is sick, dude. All of Robin's childhood is practically here. They didn't die in vain, dude. The underworld. Ah, yes. You're almost as bored as me. Am I bothering you? Nah, I could use a conversation partner, and I've got all the time in the world. Are you still traumatized by that experience you were telling me about? I am. Even now, the memory makes me tremble uncontrollably. He's speaking to a transponder snow. Okay. Hurts me to hear it, too. I've never met you, nor seen you, but through some twist of fate, we've been long friends. Snow transponder snail. Cold resistant speech recognition type. Okay. If I were there in your place, I'd have razed it to the ground and killed them all instead. I wasn't hoping for that much, and that's why you're so weak, Shaggy. Shaggy? Scooby-Doo? Listen, you don't want to let these fools get away. You put them down for good, or they'll come back for vengeance. Why, thank you. What? I've realized that those fearsome words of yours hide your kindness. Don't make me sick. How dare you suggest such a thing? I'll not have you sassing me like this? Me? Kind? Never say that again. Please don't shout. Shut up. Just... Okay, so you saw like, shut up. Just wait and do... Just you wait until I get these chains off. Shaggy. Okay. Next page. Western Village Elbath. Hey, the feast hasn't started yet. We're just drinking as we wait. That's a little too much. Okay, lightning striking? Yeah, ha ha ha. What am I... Dude, what did I just get done telling you in this reading or the last... Who is this? I mean, that's Shanks, obviously. We could see that Shanks, but who is the other guy? Dude, I am telling you that Shanks is suspicious as AF, dude. I don't trust Shanks at all. Moving forward, like I've already been feeling this way for a long time, but moving forward, no matter what Shanks does, I legit do not trust him moving forward. Until I'm proven wrong, he's always going to be a candidate for a primary antagonist for the Straw Hats and Luffy in the future. I really don't trust him no matter what happens until I'm proven wrong otherwise, dude. What is this? I cannot believe what I'm seeing. That's the end of the chapter 2, right? Wow, dude. It's like the lightning struck. This is the same look of lightning strike and symbol that the 5 elders emerged from in Egghead Island, and now we just got Shanks in a hooded robe, cloak, hood on, and whoever this other guy is. I don't know, man, dude. I really don't understand. I don't know. Shanks? No. That's crazy. Oof. Holy moly, dude. What is going on, dude? Wow. It's literally the lightning struck upon the castle. Everybody's just laughing, yeah, haha. And then he just appears. And then Loki's speaking with somebody too. Yeah, Loki. So it's like, man, dude. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to leave it here. This is a crazy ending. So I think this is a good stopping point. And when I come back, I'm going to be reading through the last chapters that I do have. So I believe I think it's only 11:37 now, right? So 5, 6, 7. So that's 3 chapters for the next video. So I'm going to leave it here. This is a crazy stopping point of a cliffhanger. Holy moly, dude. But I'm glad I have more to read. I don't have to wait weekly for at least another... at least for these next couple chapters. Dang, dude. That's such a sick panel. I mean, look how they're just kind of like hunched over. Look at the artwork, the shading, the shadows, the fire, the lightning, the castle, everything, dude. So we got Shanks and some guy looking like Sheik from not Twilight Princess, from Zelda. I don't know. That's crazy. Alright, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel for a brand new video. So I'm picking up exactly where I left off before I took a break. So I just got done reading One Piece chapter 1134. Should be up in the video prior to this one. I took a break. I was hungry. I went to go get some food time. I got McDonald's. They got they're doing a Pokemon thing right now, Pokemon Happy Meal and Pokemon cards. Anyway, it was pretty good. I got something beyond that, but I got some pretty cool stuff for the Pokemon deal for McDonald's. Anyway, that's not the point here. I'm getting off track, I should say. What I want to talk about is, so before I go into the reading for 1135, I want to talk about 1134 a little bit more. I never took down the page. It's still right here in front of me. The last panel with, so this was a crazy ending to the chapter. What else can I say, dude? Because everything is just, it's looking like it's going normal, and then you see the lightning strike, right? Lightning bolt, boom. Basically, it's Conqueror's Haki, right? That's exactly what the 5 elders, the Gorosei, that's exactly what they would do when they got summoned to Egghead Island. The Conqueror's Haki, lightning strike, boom, and then there's like the magic circle, like freaking ritual type of stuff, and then they show up. Now the thing here, the two hooded figures that show up, Shanks and whoever the heck, I don't, this new character, I've never seen her before. Looks like a girl, could be a guy, but I'm looking at the eyes and the hair and the facial features from what I could see with the mask and the bandages. It looks like a girl. Anyway, what I'm trying to say here is I don't know. I don't know what to make of this because I was eating, I went and I was thinking about it, and like, it does. Okay, here's the thing. I said that I'm convinced that Shanks is going to be a heel until I'm proven wrong otherwise. And I don't know. Like, I feel even they might throw a curveball. I feel like Oda might throw a curveball. Like, maybe he fakes us out. I don't know. But here's the thing about this panel that I'm kind of, now that I'm looking at it and I had time to think about it over some freaking chicken nuggets or whatever the heck. I This looks like it is Shanks, but at the same time, the reason why I'm saying looks like at this point, I really don't know what to think. But so here's the thing: as of this moment right now, what have we seen Shanks do? We saw him go after the kid pirates, and then we saw him declare that he wants to go after the One Piece. So he's currently at sea with his crew, but now he's here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, where does that leave the crew? Is that... I don't understand. Like, how can he be in two places at once? At the same time, one thing I'm thinking of right now, what if this is like a fake... Okay, you know how... Here, it's going to be weird, but just kind of bear with me here. You know how back in the day, prior to Sabaody arc, you know how we kind of detoured a little bit and encountered Duval? I think that's his name. Remember? The guy who, when Sanji got his wanted poster back after Enies Lobby, his wanted poster was hand-drawn and his face was all messed up, right? And then the next island we go to, it turns out there's a character wearing a helmet, and he's all like, "Oh, Sanji, you're the man that ruined my life. You're doing all this to me, whatever." Only to find out that after he got unmasked, his face is actually what the drawing was. And just by pure mistake, by pure coincidence, the government drew the face of Duval. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking... Is it weird that I don't know. So what I'm trying to get at is that there was a fake out then, Sanji had his wanted poster. Just by pure coincidence, the government drew the picture of somebody that looked like Sanji, but it wasn't Sanji. However, there was somebody existing that actually had that face. And that was like the whole gag, the whole the kind of like twist, the gag that was funny. Is it could Shanks have that? Like, could he have a twin brother? Because here's the thing, Garling, he looks exactly like Shanks is when he's young. I mean, Garling when he was young, he looked... I mean, Shanks right now, he looked like Garling when he was young. That's what I'm trying to say here, right? It's not... I'm trying to think. Would it be a realistic twist if Oda were to say, hey... after 1,000+ chapters, it turns out Shanks has a doppelganger. You know what I'm saying? Like a twin brother. And it's kind of that whole evil, good versus evil sibling type of thing. Kind of like Zelda. You got Link, you got Shadow Link. You got Mario, Shadow Mario, whatever. Things like that. It's been done in media many, many times. So what if this is another case of that? What if there is a good Shanks and a bad Shanks? Or what if it's like a split personality type of thing? People love doing split personality type of things, right? I don't know. This could be anything. I have no idea. But to me, hey, dude, what if that is the case? I don't know, because one of the things that everybody and myself is wondering, like, how did Shanks get an audience with the grand elders, the 5 elders? You know what I'm saying? And when Shanks was in the Chamber of Authority, he was wearing the same hood. So hoodie, cloak, whatever the heck, jacket. Now that I think about it, look at this panel right here with Shanks in the in this panel, the ending of this chapter. It's basically almost a carbon copy of when Shanks was in the meeting room with the five elders, talking about how, hey, I'm here to talk to you about a certain pirate, and then the scene cuts. We never found out who. Could be Luffy, could be Blackbeard, could be anybody, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. There's so many things like that that I'm kind of wondering now. I don't know, like even if this turns out to be somebody completely different that just has Shanks' face, aka a twin, a doppelganger, copycat, maybe it's Katarina. No, I don't think it's Katarina. You know, how she can transform into people. Not anyway. I don't know. Even if it turns out this is somebody other than Shanks completely, part of me is still gonna believe that Shanks himself is still not completely to be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I feel like I'm been kind of talking a lot, but this is big right here, dude. I don't know. I really don't know what to make of this. I mean, it's entirely. I don't know. Look, I think I'm gonna just get into the chapter reading, because if I don't, I'm just gonna ramble on forever and ever, right? So let me go ahead and start reading the chapter. All right, so here we are. One Piece chapter 1135, Friends Cups. And we got the cover story is Yamato Harvest, Volume 21, I'm Different Now. And they got Otama, what is freaking Sweet Chin Music, that guy. Who is that, Hold'em? Dang, GG's. Okay. So, next page. Alright, chapter starts. The letters are so huge, I can't even read them like this. Biblo's the one who... Wait. Biblo? Biblo? The one who lords over this library. Oh? He's been around for centuries, I hear. All we know is that Owl up there will make any book that enters his territory grow to enormous size. Biblo, Owl Library Chief Librarian. Not bad, not bad. He looks sick. I like the design. Very tight. Okay, next page. Because Elbaf ain't affiliated with the world government, we don't get news. We don't get news coups up here. But you can read little newspapers the fishermen get while at sea. I suspect it's a growth owl that's eaten the grow fruit. It can cause any inorganic matter to grow. The perfect power for a land of giants. That's pretty convenient, right? So does it take you back? It does. Dude, Robin is literally just sitting on a book like a chair. That's how big they are. So does it take you back? It does. I wonder if they have medical books. They do, but most of it is archaeology and history. We got some medical books from here in Elbaf. Wow, I want to see them. But they were always big, so they can't shrink. They can't shrink down. Oh, dang, GG's Chopper. Next page. Yahoo! Yeah! Wow! Push harder. Ooh, this is great. I love this giant swing. I be so. But what did you say? These. Okay, never mind. I hate it. Anyway, moving on. Those children were terrified. I tried to stop them. Okay, so I think Luffy's basically trying to say, I'm so sorry, but because he's swollen up his lip, he got smacked. It just sounds like I'm so Bobby. That's what the bubble says, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say I'm so sorry. Anyway, so try to stop him. Wow, Miss Gerd, they're scaring us. Hey, a warrior shouldn't be crying. It's pathetic. Stop it, Luffy. The children here are raised to be kind and well-meaning and pure. Huh? Oh, you smug little brat. Is that just a universal trait? Oh, you poor things. I'm really sad about this, Usopp. I know how you feel, but we can't complain about Elbaf trying to live in peace. I found you, Straw Hat Luffy. Ah, hey, what happened to being peaceful? I've got you now. Dang. Just cracked him like that, okay. Gear 3, gun, dang, dude. Third gear, elephant gun, dang, just like that, huh? Hey, take it easy, Luffy. What? I didn't hit him. Even still, it's going down. Hee hee hee. At least someone's here got some backbone. You're scaring us, Luffy. We hate violence. That was awesome. Emphasis on awesome. I can totally tell you're an emperor of the sea. We hate you too, Colin. The wild child is here. You don't even go to school. Shut up, losers. I hate you sniveling weaklings too. Eek, he's so vicious. There you go, causing trouble again, Colin. That was a really good swing, though. Hey, oh, here, it's your favorite. Wait. It's your favorite mom. From Motto, okay. What? Mom? You mean Ripley? You're not teaching him the same lessons your school is. He probably should apologize about the sneak attack, though. My dad's a human, you know? He used to be a pirate. He can even hold his own against Elbaf warriors. Like, a human, huh? Okay. So, let me just move on. All right, interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that's... Anyway, moving on. Oh, Linksonberries, how sweet. Your father's a human. Okay, so Sanji's asking, your father's a human? He's a younger man, actually. He keeps sulking that he's the only one who ages and that he won't marry me. So I've always been his common law wife. Who does this guy think he is, anyway? Okay, so... Alright, let me move on. Gwa, even the library is cool. The books are all huge. I can't get over Robin's new look, dude. She looks great. I'm loving the outfit. I'm loving the hairstyle. Dang, dude. 10 out of 10. I lost my place. Oh, there we go. Okay. Luffy, I want to catch up with Saul, so I'll stop by the feast later. Dead, she. It'll be fine. Their feasts all last 3 days and nights. I'll stay too. Okay, got it. Don't worry about me. I've got to go ask for permission to put down roots here. Me too. Ow, listen up. Turns out the whole island is an Atom tree. It's the ultimate tree whose wood I used to build the Sunny. We got like a little picture of the jewel tree Atom. Okay. Yeah, there are several Atom trees in the world, but this one is by far the oldest. I'm gonna soak in the majesty of the jewel tree. Alright, you guys. Fine. We'll go back first. I'm about ready to starve by now. I have a request for everyone. What is it, Gerd? Yo-ho-ho-ho. Oops. Yo-ho-ho-ho. Why, thank you. Do I look like a warrior? You're killing it, Brooke. How about me? I definitely feel stronger. But how did you have all these clothes in our size? I have a hobby of making human clothes. That's all, though. Honestly, nothing else. Really? I mean, I like the outfits of the crew. They look sick. Nice. I'm so happy you like them. Okay, see you guys in the village. Wait, I missed some bubbles. So they're all like, these are lovely. Thank you, Gert. These are surprisingly comfortable and easy to move around in. Then she's all like, I'm so happy you like them. Okay, see you guys in the village. And then they go off. We'll catch up later. All right, now we go next page. Arrest Castle, Western Village, Elbaf. Pipsqueak humans, how did we let you get in? We failed as guards. Are you in the Straw Hat crew? You must be if you're in this country. Oh, and there's the freaking hooded figure that was with Shanks in the last chapter. So, ... We are looking for the person named Loki. Loki. What do you want with a criminal like him? He killed King Harold, beloved... Okay, so let me just finish this bubble. He killed King Harold, beloved by all the people of the realm. He's the scourge of Elbaf. And no one's in this castle. Then where is he? Answer me. Can't tell you that. Just in case you mean to free him. So you will not say? Nope. Sorry. Alright, before I go on, I just want to say something here. Loki being in jail. So here's the thing. Loki, we know that Loki killed his dad, right? However, what I'm trying to figure out, that like, it, I get the feeling that maybe Loki isn't all bad. Like, yeah, it sounds weird to say. Like, he killed his dad, and he's in chains, sea prism stone. They say that if he gets out, it's just gonna be a whole nother mess, right? But what if there was, I don't know, like I'm just saying, like, what if King Harold, for some reason, maybe he strayed from a certain path, and then Loki had to ultimately kill his father reluctantly, and in order to protect Elbaf. Maybe there's some deeper lore behind that. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he was in, I don't know, maybe he was in friggin' cahoots with the world government, King Harold. Then Loki found out, and then he had to do what he had to do. We don't know. Because what I'm trying to say here is that Luffy and Loki had a conversation. Normally, the way I see it is that Luffy wouldn't really entertain him if Luffy got bad vibes from him. He seems nice enough, Loki does. And if that holds any weight. It's 11:11, by the way, as I'm recording this. Make a wish, 11:11 p.m. Make a wish, everybody. Um, but what I'm saying is that maybe there's more to this story. There's got to be more to the story of Loki and his dad, King Harold, all that stuff, and whatever happened. There's got to be more to it, I think. So I'm interested to see how that's going to unfold and what the plot twist is going to be for that. So let me just kind of leave it there and continue reading. So they're all like, so you'll not say? Nope, sorry. The heck? Hooded figures charging up. Da da da. Huh? Hey, what kind of joke is crack? Yeah. Hey, what's wrong? Dude, I have no idea what she's doing, but she just took down a giant, brought him to his knees and the ground, face first, face plant. Holy moly. Ow. Ah. Behave yourself, you insolent dang. Did you think I asked you a question? I gave you an order to answer me. Hey, what's happening? Dang, just like that. Next page. Could just cuts to it. We're not even going to see the result of that. Okay, I don't know. Let me go back, dude. Two hooded figures in front of the giants. This one mysterious girl. Shanks in the background. Whatever. Are they... there got to be Celestials, right? Celestial dragons? Maybe part of the Holy Knights? We haven't seen Holy Knights, have we? We've just seen them be mentioned, if I remember correctly. I don't think we've seen a Holy Knight. I don't think so. Garland, I mean, beyond the odd... Moving on, next page. Western Village, Elbaf. From the distant East Blue, we have come at last to join... Wait. Yeah, Western Village, Elbaf. From the distant East Blue, we have come at last to this place. Hey, that's the Straw Hat Crew. The land of giants at last. The kingdom of the world's strongest warriors. We're glad you're here. We've been awaiting you. These are the pipsqueak humans who understood and protected our warriors' pride. The ones who freed us from a prison of our own ignorance. Who saved my life when I was in danger of vanishing into nothing. Elbaf welcomes these little friends to our land. Woo. They might be small, but don't overlook them. Hee hee hee. On the sea, Straw Hat Luffy is a great pirate, one of the 4 emperors. He has front and center... Oh, he was front and center in the Great Wano incident, where that monster Kaido and Big Mom fell in battle. Rah! Big Mom's got... No, Big Mom has unfinished business here. I'm serious. Like, she should... He's probably going to come back in some way, right? Cameo? I don't know. To the Straw Hats, we raise these friends' cups. Rah, cheers, crash. Having a big celebration here, banquet type of thing. This cannot end well, dude. It's way too early to be having a banquet like this, dude. You can't be cheering this early in the arc. Something's gonna go wrong. Next page. Boy, ja ja ja. I can hear them from here. Looks like the Straw Hats are back. What? You're the giant they captured back in Sabaody. The very same Stanson at your service. When I heard from Hart... Oh, was that the guy who was next to Rayleigh when, That's the guy? Anyway. The very same, Stanson, at your service. When I heard from Hydrogen that he was under your lead, it felt like fate was at work. I will repay this debt to you. Thank you. A Stanson refresher. Abducted while napping, this old friend of Hydrogen was nearly sold off at the human auction hall. Luckily for him, the Straw Hat crew wrecked the auction for an unrelated reason, and thus he escaped slavery. Yeah, he was the guy next to Rayleigh. You know, when Kami was about to, I think they were like trying to put like restraints on her or something like that, or like you know what I'm talking about. Remember way back in the Sabaody, and then the introduction to Rayleigh is that he activated his Conqueror's Haki, knocked out the bad guys, right? And then I remember that scene from the anime. It was really well done because Conqueror's Haki was activated, enemies were knocked down unconscious. And then the way it happened was that the scene panned out, and it was a giant and Rayleigh next to him, except at the time we didn't know it was Rayleigh. And then the anime made it look like the giant had activated the Haki. You know, he was eyes closed, arms crossed like that, opened his eyes, looked down, and then boom. Turns out Silver's Rayleigh, Dark King, right hand of Roger. That was crazy, that reveal. Pretty tight, really sick. Anyway, moving on. Alright, he escaped from slavery. Okay, I see. Hey, I'm glad you made it out. Everyone having fun? Chief Ja Rule. It's Chief Ja Rule. Huh? Who's that? Oh, ja. Dang, look at this guy. I hear we've got some little guests. Is this the guy from the... Hold up. Look at this giant. He's like a walking hill. Chief Ja Rule's come all the way to the village. Beard Hill Ja Rule, hero of the giants, oldest in the world, age 408. Isn't this the guy who was fighting with the other giant that Big Mom killed as a child? I forget. You know, during that flashback, this is the guy, right? The one of the two. Hey, old man, there's a sword stuck in your head. Oh, this? Not to worry. The helmet saved my life. It's gone. Wait, not to worry. The helmet saved my life. It's going all the way through. And that's the end of the chapter. Okay, so this is the guy, right? Like, you remember the flashback in Whole Cake, when Big Mom's childhood flashback happened and how she went to Elbaf, and then there were two elder giants, and then because she had like hunger pains. What didn't she get? Semla or whatever the heck it's called, that little circle treat candy type of thing, bread. I remember she went on a rampage because she didn't have that, and then she freaking took one of the giants by the beard and bang, just like that. Killed him too, but there was a second one. So this is the guy, right? The second one of them? It's been a while. But this guy says, not to worry, the helmet saved my life. It's going all the way through. Dang. Well, I mean, you can tell he's the oldest in the world. Age 408. Is that the, I think that's the oldest character we have met in One Piece. Not counting the elders and Eden, potentially. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be it. Anyway, so this chapter was a bit slower paced than the last one. You know, we got a glimpse of the two hooded figures, you know, the nameless one, Shanks. Mostly the nameless hooded figure, the one that looks like a girl. Whatever the heck she did, brought down a giant to his knees and face planted that guy. Holy moly! So they're on a mission. So that was the end of that chapter. Let me go ahead and go read the next one. All right. We got One Piece chapter 1136, The Land That Awaits the Sun. Then we got Child Yamato, Golden Harvest, Volume 22, A Mysterious Base Deep in Udon. So this looks like Who's Who. Look at the cover art. These cover stories. I wonder what's inside there. You know, Who's Who was a pretty cool character. I really liked him. I wonder if we'll see more of him. Maybe not, but it'd be interesting. I mean, he played an important part in the story. kind of the whole, you know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, moving on. Let's go ahead and read. Reading starts. It's so good. This moose tastes like dinosaur. I'm surprised you got one. Moose is delicious, but the beasts are very fierce. I'd risk any danger for the man who saved my life. Thanks a bunch, Hydrodin. And Stanson. Gaga. I'm just glad you like it. It's not that often that humans come up here into the sun world. Usually they don't know how to get here, so they assume the underworld is Elbaf and end up fleeing. Yeah, I could see how that would be a thing, you know. Really? But Ors was a vicious warrior whose story has been passed down through our territory, our history. Ors name drop, okay. That's right. He was 3 times the size of any of you, and the man who finished him off was me, Captain. Captain Usopp. Your skin really is blue. Folks are even more colorful at Fishman Island, like all the fish in the sea. I hope to see a mermaid one day. They're beautiful. They're beautiful, gentlemen. The mermaid is like the mermaid. What is that? What the heck is that word? Why is the letter like that? Okay, it's like heaven. Inlet is like heaven on earth. Wow. Here, let me zoom out. I feel like I'm ascending to heaven. Dude, I remember Sanji got a nosebleed like when he went to Fishman Island and all that, dude. I feel like I'm ascending to heaven, just being in the presence of so many giant angels. Sanji, you're so cute. Woohoo, I'm drowning in beautiful women. Heart to heart. Sanji's, he's having a great time. All right. Next page. And what are you then? Me? Why, I've got the what am I blues, yeah. A toast to the wonders of the vast world. Kind of surprised at how many giants haven't ever gone to sea, right? Honestly, yeah, that's kind of, it really is interesting, you know. It seems like they keep to themselves, kind of like a Wano type of thing. They just keep to themselves, don't really want to do stuff. Okay, next page. Zoop. Ultra rare Nami, this guy. Ultra rare Nami, ultra rare Straw Hats. Forgive me for my earlier indiscretion. No forgiveness for you. Make sure you apologize. This is awakening something in me. Punish me, Gerd. Dang. This guy. Alright, I get it. Don't worry about it. Nobody died. But only because Usopp stopped us from fighting back. If not for that, your head would have left your shoulders. Yeah. Look at Roto. Don't you know what their bounties are? You don't stand a chance against them. And the next time he tries something, you just go ahead and do that. My Gerd, this is so stimulating. You don't understand. That was a dream. That's held by everyone born in Elbaf. We all wish to be the sun god and rule the world. Sun god. Don't be a fool. The sun god isn't a ruler. Yeah, he's a god of liberation. No, a god of destruction. Wrong. He's a god of laughter. So you got all these adjectives, whatever the heck. These people are describing the sun god as different things. You know, a ruler, a liberator, someone, god of destruction, god of laughter. Okay. All right. They're brawling now. That's, what's this about a god? ... Elbaf is home to an ancient religious text known as the Harley. Because it is so ancient, there are many interpretations of it. Alright, so we might be getting some lore here. So ancient religious text known as the Harley. Okay, because it's so ancient, there are many interpretations of it. It continues to be passed down even though no one can translate it anymore. Hence, the confusion. According to the Harley, the world has twice been destroyed in the past, and in each case, the presence of Nika, the sun god, is closely tied to it. Nika. Oh, dude, we got a Nika panel right here. Hey, dude, he's a little bit more detailed than we've seen so far. Look at this panel. Up until now, Nika's shape and silhouette has literally just been like a black shadow with like a sword and shield or whatever the heck. This is the most description, not description, the most detailed picture we have of Nika that's been presented to us by Oda so far in the story. Look at that. All right, so he got the, you know, the black skin, shadow, whatever the heck. Definitely looks like Luffy. Okay. Is he the hero who appeared to save the world from disaster? The destroyer who lays waste to all? He appears when the world is about to undergo a great transformation. Therefore, the great and mighty of the day... the great and mighty of the day always fear Nika's arrival. Oh yeah, Nika. Okay. So he has a shield, a sword, doesn't wear a shirt, his hair. Yeah, pretty much, I mean, you know, we know that he's going to look like Luffy in Joy Boy form, you know, Gear 5 form, but it's interesting seeing now, like I said, a better picture of what the original Nika looked like, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. Alright, so moving on, next panel. Bonnie was talking about that guy because he is the god of the sun. It is those without hope who seek him the most. Nika wears white clouds around him and appears with white hair, clothes, and jolly laughter. That must be why everyone said to remind them of him. Nah ha ha ha. But that has nothing to do with me. Come on, don't ruin all the fun, Straw Hat. Everyone born in Elbaf idolizes Nika growing up, though I won't defend whatever that moron Rodo was doing. Even Loki and the late Herald, in a sense, are the result of attempting to be Nika, perhaps. You don't have to rationalize Loki's actions that way, Chief Jarul. Oh, Loki. Is Loki a good guy? Absolutely not. So Luffy just straight up asked, hey, is Loki a good guy? And they're all like, no, absolutely not. Capital letters, emphasis, bold. Absolutely not, they yell. Okay. He's the accursed prince. Even before Loki's birth, King Herald prophesied that he would be killed by his own son. Shortly after he was born, he killed the royal family's lucky horse. That was the same year Lin killed Chief Jorul, the legendary warrior. Interesting. Okay. Connections. The country was beset by natural disasters, and the queen passed just a year after giving birth to Loki. He made the underworld his playground, using his innate strength to kill and control the vicious animals down there, then unleash them on the village at just 10 years old. Arson, devastation, Loki's many pranks threatened our lives. They're making, the way he's being depicted, it seems like he was just, I don't know if this is strange, but he just seems like a curious child who was just kind of a loose cannon, to put it that way. Maybe, am I just kind of not kind of like appreciating what's being said here? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So there was arson, devastation. Loki's many pranks threaten our lives. Between his status as prince and his cruel personality, he made our lives hell whenever King Herald was away. And then, worst of all, ... Loki killed Herald, the greatest king in Elbaf history, right in his own castle up there. The kind and radiant king who tried to connect Elbaf with the other countries of the world that were so terrified of our warlike ways. Chief Jarul was there and tried to stop Loki. That's when he got stabbed in the head. This helmet saved my life. The helmet didn't do anything. It was about 6 years ago, I believe, that red hair caught Loki rampaging at sea for us. Shanks did that? Oh, I heard that Shanks is here. He was around a little while ago. I don't know where he went, though. And then Zoro's just like, So, okay. So if Loki is, I mean, that's another testament to Shanks' strength. Okay, so Shanks, we know Shanks is hecka strong. You know, he stopped Kaido from going to Marineford, and he was able to stop Loki from just going wild. That's crazy, man. All right, so okay. Next page. Outskirts of town. I thought it was weird how fidgety you were. This would explain it. The guy who killed the king, the whole country hates him. Obviously everything he told you was a lie. But he said he knows where Shanks is. Do you have any idea how much I want to see him? Yes, you talk about it all the time. It's a way for him to take advantage of you. You think Loki doesn't even know? I'm just basing it on his reputation. I didn't see the guy. I'll tell you everything I know, including where Red Hair is now. If he's lying, I'm not letting him go. I'll beat him up instead. I wondered why you were sneaking around. Have you guys ever gotten to your destination without me? Did I miss a page? No, that was it. Okay. Listen up, Luffy. I'll get the keys to his cuffs, but we're gonna decide if he's telling the truth or not. Got it. Thanks. So why is he here anyway? He's my servant now. It's an honor. But I'm servant number 1 and Sanji is number 2. Got that? Defufufu. What is that? Let me zoom in a little bit. What does that say? What a stimulating torture method. You zap them? You know, I think we share a lot in common, both being navigators. Never try to close the distance between us again. No, of course not. I feel bad that we're taking the star of the show away. Hee, I brought some meat. Did you try any of this mousse yet? They're all properly hammered now. They won't even remember what the feast was for. It's such a shame that the treasure in the castle will be disappearing. What do you think, Roto? My eyesight is poor. I doubt I would even be able to tell it's gone. So that's why you're here, Nami. Huh? Your eyes. Dog, ha ha ha. So what is this? So that's what this is about. The underworld. Dog, ha ha ha. Alright, I take your point. And in that case, I refuse. You think I'm going to spend the one life I have stooping to the level of trash? Gee, thanks for the invitation to the most noble knighthood in the world. So what are you then, celestial dragons? Where's the intel from? Shanks. I don't know. Loki's not reacting to this guy like Shanks. I mean, maybe he can't see his face. I don't know. No, he's got to be able to see his face, dude. Where's the intel from? The agents dispatched to Elbaf sent one last transmission that a giant crow had appeared. Wait. The agents dispatched to Elbaf sent one last transmission that a giant crow had appeared. Nothing since then. We don't have any dirt on him. But now that I hear him for myself, he is supremely insolent. We should simply erase him. Don't get ahead of yourself, Gunko. Holy Knight Gunko. Alright, so we got an introduction to one of the Holy Knights. So this girl's name is Gunko. Alright, so dude, the speech bubble in this panel, we should simply erase him. You see how that panel, this speech bubble is covering Shanks's face? It's like, now that I think about it, now that I'm looking at this hooded guy that looks like Shanks, at this point, they have never shown the left side of his face. Now that I think about it and I'm noticing this, it's always been from the right side. Never from the left side, and when his left side is supposed to be shown, they cover it off. I don't know, maybe this isn't Shanks. I'm starting to think this might not be Shanks. It probably not. I don't know. Like, So let me read that again. Okay. We should simply read, don't get ahead of yourself, Gunko. And then we get a character introduction. Holy Knight Gunko. Pretty cool design. I mean, looks nice. You know, got the long legs, got the heels. I like the jacket. Her eyes are different. It's like she has that one condition. What do you call it in real life? Heterochromia or something like that. I think that's what it is. So one of her eyes is black. The other is like lighter in color. Interesting. Okay, okay. And then there's this big dog right here. Look at this dog. Grr, like a wolf type of thing. And they're all like, question mark? Dog, ah, ha, ha, ha. Gobble them up, wolf. Oh, that poor wolf's gonna get killed, isn't he? I hope they show some mercy on him. Hey, you breathed on me. And then question mark. Oh, crap. What? Hey, wolf. Ah, crap, dude. Is he choking the life out of him? Oh, dude, look at the power. It's like wrapping around the wolf's neck, and there's an arrow going up. It's kind of reminds me of when Eam freaking took out Cobra and Sabo in the throne room. You know, when Eam unleashed her power. When she unleashed her power, it was like a shadow, snake-like shadow, and then it was pointed at the end, you know, like an arrow, and then it stabbed through Cobra and Sabo. I remember at the time thinking it makes sense that Eam would have a power like that because it's kind of like, it's safe to say Eam would be opposite to Luffy, and if Luffy is a sun god, you could say that, not Nika, Eam is like the devil, right? And in old cartoons, the devil is always depicted with having a tail with an arrow at the end. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So, I hope this dog lives. Just like, show mercy on him, please. Wolf. Ah, crap, dude, they hung the thing. They hung the poor wolf. If we offered to spare its life, would that change your mind? Ah, dude, you better save that wolf. She's choking. You're offering me a deal? In that case, your fate is sealed, my friend. Die and be at peace. Yes, I'll be sad as well as angry. But a warrior doesn't quibble and whine about his way of death. Instead, I'll feed on this rage and use it to bring the world to ruin. And that's going to be the end of this chapter. Crap. Dang. That's sad, dude. Poor little dog. Poor wolf. I say little, but, you know, it's a giant wolf, but still, dude. It always sucks to see, animals be, casualties. Dude, okay, so this not Gerd, what's her name? Gunko? Whether it's like a Funko Pop Gunko. So she's a holy knight. And as you can see, her power, it's like an arrow type of thing wrapping around her hand. And then... So... Brutal. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. But this is only gonna fuel Loki's rage. Instead, I'll feed on this rage and use it to bring the world to ruin. Okay. So they introduced Gunko, a holy knight, but they still haven't name dropped whoever the heck this guy is. It looks like Shanks. I'm starting to have doubts. This can't be Shanks. Can't be Shanks. I haven't missed anything, have I? Because... Nah, this... Okay. Interesting chapter so far, so... Okay. So we got some pretty key points here, you know. Elbaf has a religious text known as the Harley. Talks about sun god Nika. A key point is, according to the Harley, the world has twice been destroyed in the past. And that kind of goes along the lines of what Vegapunk said. So I really want them to dive into this lore, you know, the ancient text, and figure out what the heck is going on, dude. Dang. Okay. So that was the end of this chapter. No post credits. Let me go ahead and go into the next chapter, which is going to be the most recent chapter just released this week. I believe, I I don't know if it was earlier this week or today, Sunday. But either way, let's go ahead and get into that. And I'm finally going to be caught up. One Piece chapter 1137, introducing Shamrock. And then the cover story is Ogre Child Yamato. Volume 23, infiltrate the sketchy hideout. So they're going inside this hideout that looks like Who's Who's territory. Okay. Introducing Shamrock is the title of this chapter. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I think the only Shamrock I know of, remember old school wrestler Ken Shamrock back in the day? I only know about him because of video games, wrestling games. Anyway, yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind. Let me go ahead and go forward into the reading. So that was the name of the chapter. Next page. Okay, then we got so Aris Castle, Elbaf. In the 14 years since King Harold's death, no one has dared approach this castle. Or so I thought, but it's clear that someone has broken through the door, and there are no guards standing watch. So is this a bad sign then? Intruders? But these doors were broken from the inside. We'll figure it out when we get in there. Keys. This destruction looks fresh. Wait. Oh, dude, are they gonna run into these Celestials or the Holy Knights and Loki right now or whatever? Alright, so, wait, please. Wait, this is frightening. Wow, this castle is huge. I can't even see the ceiling. It's way too big. I can't walk across this. Hey, Roto, where are the keys? I'm just a common man. I've never been inside the castle, but we're very lucky to have you with us. Really? Ultra rare Nami? I was just thinking the same thing. Onward. So this is what it's like in here. I'm overcome with both wonder and fear. Is all of this destruction from the intruders? No. King Harold passed after a vicious battle with Loki. What you see are the scars of that fight. I don't know why the heck I couldn't read that. Okay, so basically what they're saying here, that's just the scars of the fight between Harold and Loki. Good to know. Okay, look at all that. That's some serious devastation. Loki is a monster, to be sure, but King Harold was also known as a great warrior on his own. Destruction was inevitable. Whoa, it's huge. Wait, what is this? It's horrifying. It's like a giant graveyard. Yes, naturally, there were many soldiers in the castle. Dang, look at all those freaking bones. Loki slew over 100 stout warriors that day. The only survivors among the castle were Chief Jarul and Loki himself. It was such a shocking and bloody scene that it was agreed that the castle should be sealed and left untouched afterward. Perhaps it is now haunted by vengeful spirits. Check it out, you guys. Look, and then, oh, dude, that skull thing, I thought that was Brooke, kind of like making a joke there, and that's not Brooke. Anyway, perhaps it is now haunted by vengeful spirits. Check it out, you guys. Look how big this skull is. It's even got horns. Is it like oars? The largest bones belong to the warriors with the blood of ancient giants. There are no longer any purebloods, but some still have traces of it in their history. Is it like ours? In fact, King Harold himself was very large and mighty. We need more lore. Yeah, lore on oars. Oars lore, whatever the heck. Because we had Oars from Thriller Bark, and then we had Little Oars Jr. That big skull from Wano, the Skull Dome or whatever the heck. Never got a backstory on that, did we? And there was like a big sword attached to it. I don't know. Anyway, maybe we'll get some of that here. Maybe. We'll see. Just look up. I haven't seen that visage in years. I gotta read more. That is a portrait of King Harold. the man who loved peace and attempted to bridge the gap between Elbaf and the rest of the world. The greatest king in the history of Elbaf, they say. He looks strong. The scarring on his head is where he ripped out his horns. Dang, dude, he ripped out his horns? Holy moly. The mark of his ancient giant blood. To him, ancient giants were a reminder of our era of war. He had horns? That takes serious guts. Dude, that's freaking hardcore as AF, dude. Imagine, dude, he freaking ripped out his own horns. Holy moly, dude. So he was not about that, you know. He's not about the ancient giants, and he doesn't want to recall anything of the era of war, nothing like that. Crazy, dude. That guy's I wanna see his backstory. Hey, the way he's posed, you see the picture and the way he's posed, you know, with his hands kind of like crossed and folded over his sword like that. He's posed like Kiros from Dressrosa, Rebecca's dad. You know, when he was a statue, he was just like that, you know, posing like that. Kind of looks like Clive, the way he poses in Final Fantasy 16 a little bit. Anyway, moving on, next page. His Majesty's death was a shock to all, but it was the hardest upon the other son of King Harold, Hajrudin, who had the most cause to hate Loki for his actions. What? Really? He and Loki are brothers? Yes, but from different mothers. Dang, dude, brother from another mother? Holy moly. Yes, but from different mothers. Hajrudin was born to another woman prior to Harold's marriage to the queen. Dang, okay. You see, Elbaf did not allow for Hajrudin... Almost knocked over my controller. You see, Elbaf did not allow for Hajrudin's mother to be queen. How come? She was from a different giant nation. Why does that matter? Why does that matter? You're all giants. We're all giants? Do you humans not wage war over land and resources as well? Oh yeah, it makes a good point there. Right. So he's all like, rah. Giants from other areas still tarnish... No, giants from other areas will tarnish the blood of Elbaf. You have some really bigoted views about other giants and humans. Dang, yeah, I mean, okay. Oh, but you're different. Don't suck up to me, scum. Aw. So if Hajrudin's blood is tarnished, why do you ride with his crew? Interesting. So we're getting... Okay. All right. Or because Roto the nerd... What a creep. Wow, this is amazing. You can draw sea charts? Show me how to do it. You want to be my friend? Friend. Okay, so you got a little flashback there, okay? Unlike me, he is a truly honest and straightforward man. Despite being unable to live in the castle with his father and seeing the way his mother was tormented, he withstood all of that pain and said, I want to unify all of giant kind. I'm the man who will be the king, who will be king of all giants. And I know you can do it. Hajrudin, I want to help his dream come true so you can be reasonable after all kind of boring. Wait, what? So you can be reasonable after all kind of boring. And then, ha ha ha. Hey, come check it out. Some giants are knocked out over here. Oh, that's gonna be the freaking guys that Gunko took out. Yeah, Gunko, the one. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was just making sure I didn't miss any like panels or speech bubbles or anything. Okay, so next page. Underworld, Elbaf. Is it sinking yet? Dang, Loki's got beat up, didn't he? Look at a bloody face, wheezing. Wheeze. I told you already, I can't move. It doesn't change our question. Once again, left side of the face is covered because that's where Shanks would have his scar. So if this is not Shanks, if this was Shanks, they would have shown that already, right? I don't know, dude. It doesn't change our question. A member of the common What is that, rabble? It's kind of squished together. Yeah, a member of the common rabble. Receiving a chance to join the ranks of gods is a miracle one can only dream of, and we are offering you that miracle now. What the heck is her power? Does she have stilts? She got bigger? Holy moly, dude. She gonna step on him? Stomp. Yeah, she's stomping over there. Dang. Arrows coming out of the ground. Okay, here it goes. It's twisting. Damn it. Ring. Not again. Dang, dude. Just kind of like, yeah. Holy moly. So your foot's gonna accelerate to kick... Wait. So your foot's gonna accelerate to kick my right cheek. And after I've turned the other way, you'll give me an uppercut with that fist of yours. Thanks for the heads up. Those arrows are the confirmed path of my very future. A declaration of unavoidable violence, but it is possible for me to change course. So I ask you again, Loki, will you join the Holy Knights? Dang, dude, so they're really wanting to recruit Loki into the Holy Knights. Imagine that, dude, giant in the Holy Knights. Okay. And he says again, hell no, moron. Okay, here he goes. Dang. Holy moly. Yeah, he's getting wrecked right now. Holy crap. Okay. So the arrows control... Okay, I see. Yeah, Loki's getting wrecked. Grr, is that a bear? Huff, huff. Dang, he's just breathing hard, wheezing everywhere. Damn it, you'll regret this. Stop enough already. Then... will you join? No, he's just screaming. He's just screaming, yeah, ah, and then look at all that, dude. Dang. That's enough, Gunko. Yo, hold up. This is a big spread, but I just turned the page. This guy, we finally get a glimpse of his face. He doesn't have a scar on his left eye. Let's change tactics. Contact Marijua. I'm sick of all these useless people. I'd hope we could have settled this much more cleanly. Indeed, it seems he'd rather die than join us. Is this some religious thing? And now we get a name drop. Commander of the Holy Knights, World Noble, Figurlin Shamrock. Oh, that's the name of the title. This is Garling's son. Figurlin Shamrock, son of Saint Garling, 5 elders. And then Holy Knights, Gunko, Arrow Woman, Arrow Fruit. The vicious warriors of Elbaf who conquered the New World long, long ago will be brought under the command of the world government once and for all, and that's going to be the end of the chapter. And this is the latest chapter, so I'm officially caught up now. Holy moly, dude. Hey, this guy looks sick. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, well, all right. Here's the thing, right? Listen here, all right? This guy, his name is Shamrock Figurland, son of Saint Garling, one of the 5 elders. The Celestial Dragon, the Holy Knight. Okay. There is absolutely no way that... Look, I don't think it's dumb for me to say this. Shanks is of noble blood as well. Absolutely 100%. Shanks is of noble blood. He's a Celestial Dragon turned rogue or whatever the heck. Look at this guy. He's a carbon copy of Shanks, dude. He got a twin brother. He has a twin brother, dude. Unless they managed to clone him. Nah. Okay. Oh, dude. How is Luffy gonna react when he sees Shamrock? So this guy's name is Shamrock, okay? Shamrock. How is Luffy gonna react? Because... See, that's what I'm saying. Really, what do we know about Shanks? We really don't know anything about him. We know that he has red hair, part of the Roger Pirates, was friends with Buggy, now rivals, competitors, both trying to find the One Piece, both emperors, right? We know Shanks is strong, you know, since the beginning of the story. But Oda has always kept him a secret. We really don't know much about Shanks at all. I think this gives us more information to Shanks as a character. Because look at this, right? Garling, when we were in Kuma's flashback and we got introduced to Garling in his youth, he looked just like Shanks. And now we got Shamrock, who is Garling's son, looks just like Shanks. I mean, if you put him and Shanks side by side, they're twins. They're twins. So okay. Holy moly, dude. Yeah, but he doesn't have the scar. So you know what this means? Going back to the Reverie arc, when the five elders granted an audience to Shanks, quote unquote Shanks, it had to be this guy right here. It had to be Shamrock. Right or no? I have no idea. No, I really got to go back and check because I forget if it was actually Shanks. Now I'm confused because it's been years since I watched that scene. But I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold up, give me a second because I gotta look it up right now because now this is gonna bother me for a long time. Because hold up, Shanks and the Gorosei. So I'm looking it up right now on my phone. I'm looking at the manga panel. They're only showing his right side of the face. Wait, what? Yeah, and Shanks's scar, I don't think it's visible here. His scar is big enough that even from the right side of his face, you could probably see a little bit of it, right? Let me look at the anime. Hold up. Shanks and Elders anime. Okay, so I'm just random YouTube clip. I'm watching it right now, right? So here we are. Okay, so he's walking in. And then he says, "What did you come all the way here for?" All right, I'm just watching here. Time of the Reverie. Considering your status, you should stay away from politics, they say. Since it's you, we made time. Yes, I appreciate that. Let's hear it. Would you excuse us? Okay, so then the security guards of the elders are going away. Shanks, a hooded figure, walks in. Again, so he sits down and only the right side of his face is visible. Hold up. Okay, now it's gonna animate. I want to talk to you about a certain pirate. And then it's the to be continued screen. It's always been from the right side. We have never seen Shanks from the left side when he interacted with the five elders. It had, okay, dude. So I remember, okay, so now it's starting to make sense because the elders are all like, hey, because of your status, because of who you are, you shouldn't have a say in politics, whatever. But then they're all like, hey, but because it's you, we can make an exception here. What do you got to say? And then he says, I want to talk to you about a certain pirate. So I'm convinced that was Shamrock in that room instead of Shanks. We never saw his scar, and even when we see Shanks from his right side, the scar is still visible because that thing is huge. He has a huge scar. Because Shanks's scar goes from like the bottom of his cheek to way above his eyebrow, like dang near middle of his forehead. From the side, it would be visible, but we never see it when he, quote, he interacted with the elders. So that has to be Shamrock. So what this tells me, in the anime, Garling has already been introduced, and I think he has white hair, right? Let me look it up real quick. No, let me see. Yeah, so when Garland got introduced in the anime, I'm looking at the picture here, he has white hair. It makes sense because he's old, but in the clip I just saw, I'm just going to say it's Shamrock. In the clip of Shamrock meeting with the five elders, his hair is red. No, and no, they're related, 100%. No, they got to be related. You can't convince me otherwise. Unless Oda says otherwise, you can't. So, Garling is the father of Shamrock, confirmed, and Shanks. I'm just going to say Shanks. If I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, in One Piece Film Red, didn't the elders name drop Garling, not Garling, Figureland, the name Figureland as well? When they were talking about, hey, like Uta is Shanks' daughter, and then I think they mentioned the name Figureland. I need to watch that movie again to refresh, but I'm pretty sure that happened unless I dreamt it. No, this is crazy good, dude. This kind of changes the game a little bit. Even with all this, you know what? I still, I don't know. Crap. Could this be like a Doflamingo type of thing? Like the Figureland family are celestials, they're holy knights, but then somehow Shanks, Shanks could be the one that just kind of rebelled a little bit. But maybe, because he was found in the treasure chest. Shanks was, right? That One Piece Film Red confirmed that, the treasure chest. He was when Shanks found Uta, Shanks remembered that he was found by Roger and Rayleigh in a treasure chest, right? Imagine friggin', I think I've said this before, imagine Garling was so confident in winning like one of the human hunting games that he bet his son, like, hey, I'm so confident, I bet my son I win this game, dude. Imagine, like, I wouldn't put it past him. Because there were like 6 treasure chests. Anyway, it's could go on about that forever. I don't know, dude. So like, I'm convinced that Shanks is a celestial now, a world noble, royal blood, whatever the heck. To me, this doesn't change my theory that Shanks isn't good for Luffy. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of reinforces to me that Shanks is a little bit sus. Like, there's more to him than meets the eye. And I think he still could be on track, probably is still on track to be one of the antagonists, like an obstacle for Luffy on his way to becoming King of the Pirates and finding Laugh Tale and whatever the heck. Interesting, though. Wow. Hey, dude. Great chapter. Good ending. This is crazy. This is going to be really good. I'm finally caught up with One Piece. By the time this is uploaded, hopefully, I'll be back on my weekly readings. I'm looking forward to that. Wow. I think, all right, and hear me out on this, all right? Listen here. I have this theory. The way I see it, I wouldn't be surprised if Oda had originally intended for Red Hair Shanks to be, in fact, a bad guy, a heel, an antagonist to Luffy. I wouldn't be surprised if he had those intentions, but seeing how popular Shanks became, he realized, you know what, this might not be the best idea. I could definitely see my fans turning on me, freaking, making a big deal out of it, doing all that, because some people get crazy about this. I remember like when Bleach ended, people were burning their manga copies because things didn't go how they wanted to. People can get crazy, so I wouldn't be surprised if Oda intended for Shanks to be an enemy, and then he was all like, he's a fan favorite, he's too popular. Let me not go down that road. But what I will do, let me make Shanks an evil twin brother. Aha, I got it now. That way I could still kind of play out my original idea in some way. In another way, I could live it out just like that. Kind of one of those story reckons. Like just going into the story later on and changing things. You know what I'm saying, something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Because One Piece is such a long story that he could have easily went back and been like, hey, you know what? I never actually revealed his face there. Let me kind of change things up a little bit here. Something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Authors do that all the time, especially with something as big as One Piece. There's lots of room to correct mistakes, if you want to call it that. Correct things later on and make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So with Garling being not Garling, Shamrock being the evil twin. Shanks, like I said, I don't think he's completely in the clear yet, but we'll just see. And then one thing I also see, I want to see the backstory, because it looks like the way this is it's giving off the vibes that Garling had two sons, Shamrock and Shanks. This makes it seem like Shamrock was the first son. And since they're celestials, royal bloodline, usually in those situations, it's the first son that is the heir to the throne. You know what I'm saying? Like, they categorize the first son as the most important one, whereas the second one is kind of not that important, for lack of a better term, or let's kind of say it like that. So the way I see this going is that Garling had two sons, with Shamrock being the first, and then Shanks came later after that. And with them being celestials, you might have like one of those situations where, hey, Shamrock showed more promise than Shanks, even in a very young infant baby age, whereas Shanks didn't. Hey, you know what? So, forget about Shanks. Something like kind of like with Sanji and his siblings, whatever. Another thing, I think I mentioned this before, when it was confirmed that Shanks got found in the treasure chest, and then Garling was at God Valley. One thing, I like I said, I really do believe that Garling's overconfidence and cocky attitude made him bet his second son, which would have been Shanks. Also, shout out to Infamous Second Son. They got to make another Infamous game. Anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if Garling had so much confidence and he was so cocky in his skills that he would win the human hunting game that he bet his second son as a prize. Hey, you know what? I bet my son I win these games, dude. I played these games before. Shout out to Squid Game. I played these games before, and then I bet my son, not my first son, not Shamrock. You get Shanks. I bet Shanks that I win these games. And then he forgot about him, or Rock's Pirate showed up and threw everything into chaos, and left him hiding there. Or maybe something along those lines, or maybe what if Shanks, what if his mom wasn't a celestial but was in fact a slave, and that's more of a darker thing to think about, kind of like a Bonnie situation where a celestial, had Bonnie with, let's just call it that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if Shanks' mom was just a normal civilian and was forced to do these things, and then all this happened, and then Shanks got hidden in treasure chest, something like that. Anyway, but there's just so many ways this could go on. Shamrock is interesting as a character already, just based on this reveal. Being the twin brother of Shanks. Shanks has royal blood confirmed. Now we just need more of Shanks actually in the story. He's such as popular as a character as he is. He's really mysterious, and there's still room for Oda to do really cool things with him. Like I said, I really do think he's going to be an obstacle to Luffy in some way. And as I mentioned, in terms of how aggressive, how malicious that is, now things change. It can vary, but it would be still, I think, would be interesting for the one person that Luffy looks up to be an obstacle. Even if it's not a full-blown enemy, just something that kind of stands in the way of his path to becoming king of the pirates and something like that. You never know, especially then, with that royal blood, you never know if it could come back and be like, hey, yo, it's in your DNA. You can't avoid all these vices or attributes that come with being a celestial. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like going back to Doflamingo's family, Don Quixote. Corazon, he ended up being good, a good celestial. Mioscard ended up changing his ways, you know what I'm saying? So it looks like, man, that's the thing. It looks like out of all the celestial dragons that have been shown, the Don Quixote family has shown the potential to change their ways. From Doflamingo's dad, he wanted to live with the humans, he completely misunderstood what was going to happen, but his intentions were good. He just wasn't aware of the consequences that would bring for his family. He was just straight up ignorant about how hated they were. So Doflamingo's dad had good intentions. He was all like, hey, you know what? I'm a celestial dragon, but I'm going to go live with the humans. Let me take my family there. And then Corazon obviously took after his dad and became one of the, he didn't become like Doflamingo, right? And then Mioscard was able to be changed after meeting Queen Otohime and interacting with her, whatever. He saved Shirahoshi from, what's that guy's name? The fat guy that everybody hates that was introduced in Charlos. Yeah, it kind of, whacked him, freaking home run, right? So far it's been shown that the Don Quixote family from Celestial Dragons can change. We don't know anything about the Figureland family. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if, so Shanks, he's still there, he's still not completely in the clear yet, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the line of work that he does, you got to be completely ruthless, and he seems like the ruthless type, nothing like Luffy at all. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens, but it's gonna get really interesting. Thank you guys for watching this. Let me know what y'all thought. One Piece is a crazy good story. This is interesting. This is gonna be interesting. Other than that, hey, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good day, have a good night, stay safe out there, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.